How's it going, everybody? I'm Andy, and at this moment, I would like to send everybody watching unconditional loving energy. Now, this video, I'm going to talk about Archons and what they are, what's their purpose, and whether or not you should be afraid of them. Now, Archons are like, at least from the Gnostic, perspective, they are these like fourth dimensional controlling beings, or not beings, they're more entities, they're not beings. They're entities that, I guess you could say, they roam around the fourth dimension. They're almost like computer-like, where, they're like a computer virus where they'll be, somewhere in a second, and it's like very robotic in a sense, the way that they, maneuver. So, these are fourth dimensional beings. Some people say that they derive from Jupiter, I believe, or Saturn. I think it's Saturn. And they are controlled by this Demiurge, kind of like a head, you could say, like entity or whatnot. Some people believe that, these Archons, actually inhabit, human people, human vessels, and, maybe the people that are the elites, or those that, the powers that may be, or the people that run all these companies, that they are actually controlled by these Archons and by the Demiurge. But, what's their purpose? Like, what is the purpose of Archons? What is the purpose of all this? You could say it's duality. You need to have this in order to create this reality. In order to have the human experience, you need to have, this Demiurge and everything like that, right? That's like a 3D perspective, because it's a duality. But in reality, this Archons, Demiurge, this is just a version of ourself that, is, you could say, like a shadow self, where I feel like it's very misunderstood. It's very limited to its capacity to feel love and to feel oneness. So when people start to lose their ability to feel that connection to source consciousness, and they let their minds and their body control their lives, and they lower their frequency by doing things that aren't in alignment with who they really are, then that is when people are, in my opinion, susceptible to being controlled by an Archon or like a Demiurge of some sort. Even me, like, there have been times where, I was at a lower vibration, my third eye chakra was closed, all my chakras were blocked. And I, in a sense, was a vessel for these, Archons, the Demiurge, to basically go through my body and basically just drain my energy. The whole point, of their existence is essentially to drain people's energy. Like the movie The Matrix, it's like they're kind of taking the energy from all the humans on the planet, and it's just like very robotic in a sense, but it's also very like alien. I like to say alien, it's a joke, alien-like, and very, I don't know, just almost demonic in a sense. But the good news is that you shouldn't be afraid of this. This is actually, just a version of yourself that you need to send unconditional love towards, because, everyone can probably recall a time where their shadow self was, taking over the show. But at this moment, I'm grateful that, the world is waking up. The vibration of the earth has been rising, and there's more love out there. There's more awareness of collective consciousness. And, this is basically not giving, power to things such as the Demiurge, the devil, or this Archon, that bad thing, bad entity, because we're all one. Because we are going into this state of fifth dimensional, mindset, fifth dimensional energy shift, where essentially, there is no duality. It's all just you. It's all just one. It's all just source. So, this gets dispelled easily once you start to feel unconditional love in the moment, then you start to realize, okay, you know, I'm not affected by this or I'm not affected by that, because that is me. I accept it and I don't allow it to control my essence, my body, because that I don't allow my mind and body to control me. Instead, I guide it with unconditional source energy. Now, yeah, that's simply it. Like, you just have to learn from your shadow self. And the Archons, I guess you could say, when they gang stalk, people like to say they gang stalk you. When this essentially means that maybe somebody in your family may be taken over by an Archon, and they'll present you with a message through a shadow version of that person. You know, sometimes it's like, it seems like as if they're channeling this Archon energy, and it's meant for you to basically learn from that experience, even though it may be very, you know, hard at the time. Someone may be yelling at you for no reason, it seems like, but it's maybe for you to realize, okay, I have free will. Like, I have the ability to send unconditional love at this moment, and basically you will no longer feel like there are people trying to get after you, trying to gang stalk you, Archons trying to get after you, the devil is trying to get after you, the Demiurge is trying to get after you. Like, nobody's kind of trying to get after you. It's more your spirit guides put this in front of you, or your higher self put this in front of you to learn and become a better person. So that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you all for watching. And again, I would love to send everybody unconditional loving energy. So if you have any questions about Archons or Demiurge or anything like that, just feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.